What is going on, folks?
Yeah.
Working Title Sports Show. We are Bizac, where we are talking about. Hold on for 1 second. Better. Uh,
Ah,
better. Now we are talking about another week of NFL, another week of the NBA season starting up.
yes.
A lot of hot takes on both ends and such.
Whole lot of them.
Whole lot of them. I'm gonna start things off the NBA real quick.
Go ahead.
So the Wizards are 1-3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hot takes from people like, "Oh, I guess Jordan Poole was a bust," and I'm like, "Guys, we're 4 games into the season. Can we just wait before we start doing that? Because they lost.
Of course not. Jordan Poole has to be hot now.
Yeah. Because they lost to Boston, which gotta be real right now. Boston's looking fucking ridiculous right now.
Boston's Boston, man. Like, look, they lost to Boston. They lost last night to the Hawks. That
Close
wasn't
game
too bad.
against the Hawk.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I saw the little highlights of that. It wasn't too bad. But this is early in the season, and if you expect this team to be 9th, 10th in the East, then guess what they're going to be playing like?
9th, 10th in the East.
Exactly. God damn.
Now, right now, like I said, the way I'm seeing it, it feels like they are starting to slowly connect together as a team. So there is stuff. Kuzma and Poole are definitely going to be the dynamic duo for the Wizards, which is a good thing and stuff. Depending on what Kuzma does after the season, but we'll see.
Gafford is of course the same. He's really showing that he's trying to take the place that Porzingis had in the team last year. He's trying to replace that. But at the same time, there's a bunch of young dudes on this team that's still trying to find an identity, trying to figure out what they are. Mm-hmm. So again, I expect them to be fighting for that 8th spot, and that's what they're going to be playing like.
playing game bound, baby. Let's go.
All right, guys, there might be a chance that not only in this play-in, we can look good in the play-in, but we might get a game or two in this fucking tournament that I have no idea how they're going to implicate, but I'm ready for it.
At the same time, the Lakers, they're doing fine. Obviously they had their Super Bowl against the Clippers last night, where both teams just went full.
Now that's some hating shit right there.
Bro, I don't understand. Clippers fans
with you and the Lakers,
This is me actually hating on both the Lakers and Clippers because I hate both fucking fan base for this shit. Clippers fan base are all like, "Oh shit, this is time for the Clippers to fucking show their mettle against the Lakers," because just now the James Harden is going to the Clippers, which I'm like, I'm with you. Yeah, good luck, Clippers. Good luck. The fall off is going to be real for that team in the playoffs. Oh,
you know what, Chris? This is where.
Oh man,
this is the fun part. Like you just said right there. I ain't gonna get to the trade yet. I'm gonna give with the first part you said. You said about the Lakers. But here's the thing about the fan base. Imagine if you will, if the Baltimore Ravens never won a championship, but we know for a fact, I know more for a fact, most of that fan base are old Redskin fans anyway.
Yeah.
So imagine if you will. That's what Clippers fans are me. Y'all never won nothing. Y'all don't deserve the ego that y'all have.
They were like the Lakers and the Clippers were even until Kobe and Shaq started winning championships, and the Clippers like, fuck, we're the lesser Los Angeles team now. Damn.
They were a lesser team when the Clippers moved to LA. All right, they were less since they moved back into that city. So,
they've been chasing people. They've been chasing it for a while. That's all I'm saying. So,
yo, man, like we're the other good team in California. No, that ain't. That's called the Warriors. Okay, even when the Warriors went through their blank stage, they were still better than y'all.
Even when Gilbert Arenas was with the Warriors, they were better than the Clippers.
Oh my God! You know what? The Kings had it for a little bit.
They did. They had a good. Chris Webber and them. They were running circles on everybody on the fucking West Coast until.
What? Here's the thing. I know what, Chris. You mentioned
Coach Gate, referee Gate.
You mentioned it again. Here's the funny thing, and I'm with Gilbert on that. Like, yeah, he had a big influence on that. No one wants to bring up them free throws they were missing throughout the entire game. I'm like, thank you.
True.
Especially in that type of basketball back then, free throws
make or break.
it's funny. Free throws still have a back snapping mentality.
There's a reason why,
even in this day, but back then it was uber important for you to learn how to hit a free throw. You know,
there's a reason why when the Lakers played the Pacers, they did not want to send fucking what's his face to the free throw line.
What? No, that was Shaq. Oh no, they didn't want to send Reggie to the line.
They didn't want to send Reggie to the line. They was like, oh shit.
They didn't want to send Jalen to the line because Jalen was going to hit every shot too.
Especially the 2 games that they had on the Lakers, it was Jalen and fucking Reggie that was smoking them. And it was every time they got for it's like, Reggie going to the free throw line. He gonna make both. It's
And it was so funny. They didn't have to deal with that with the 76ers outside of McKee. McKee was the only nigga hitting free throws to me. Outside the opposite, he was the only nigga actually hitting his free throws. But Tumbo made a couple like that. But he the real joke for me was really just like back then, like you had to hit free throws, you know. So what I don't worry about it. Man, look, the point is this though. So the game last night was, you said it on Facebook, it brought the best out of both of those teams. They really did. They were like, we're going to show off what we can do, and we're not going to deliver for the rest of the season.
Oh, you ain't lying on that, because that's been the Clippers' MO even last season, where it's like
Kawhi was that last year, man. So that was more P's team than anything else. At least that's what I can say.
Now Kawhi's made a declaration. I'm playing all 82 games. I'm like, okay, Kawhi. Okay,
I'm playing all 82 games.
You know what? That's the perfect Kawhi right there.
Because everything we need. So, like, yo, no, actually, he does the, yo, and like, here's the funny thing. That's actually so true. His fucking attitude, yeah. Oh my god, man.
I forgot. Somebody put up a meme where it was like, for the fun, let me find the dude. Because it's, hold up, let me find him real quick, because you're going to laugh at this shit. That's who it was.
I crack up with that story that they said when Brian Shaw had these niggas running laps every time they missed shots. And I was with Kawhi. I ain't about to run no laps. Nah, man. Everybody missed. You got to be accountable. That's stupid.
That's what it was. Somebody said.
I died. He's like, you going to keep on doing it. They're going to miss shots because it's going to get in their head. That's not true. Somebody missed it. Here go Kawhi. Told you.
That's what it was. It was Terrence Mann, right? There was a picture of Terrence Mann. He in the locker room with the fucking just like this, right? And then somebody was like, Terrence Mann when he sees James Harden walk in the locker room, and I'm like, and somebody below the comment was like, yeah, he saw all the minutes just disappear. I was like, you know what? I feel bad for him because them minutes are gone.
They're gone. Terrence, man, look, like here's the thing. Our boy Mo put up on his own little Facebook. Hakeem Olajuwon, Scottie Pippen, and fucking Charles Barkley. And I keep telling, we seen movies like this already.
I remember when that happened. I ain't gonna lie, when I was a kid and I saw that, I was like, shit, they might go somewhere.
It's over. The West is locked. Nope.
Because who they lose to?
Wrong. I forgot who they lost to. But I know the Spurs went that year because of some tall, lanky,
the Spurs beat. That's what I did. The Spurs did beat them that year. That's right. The Spurs beat them that year because that was directly after Jordan retired the second time. And Scott was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to Houston." I'm like, all right, man.
Fuck this, man. Fuck this, man. Jordan. I don't need you, man. You know what?
Steve Kerr was on that Spurs team that beat out fucking Pippen that year too.
That Spurs team was so deceptively good.
You had David Robinson on his last year. You had Steve Kerr still on fire from the fucking Bulls. It's just like, dude, that was a nasty team. Like,
I forgot who else was on that squad, man. But yeah, it's anyway, man.
No, you're right. We see this story, and I'm just like, yeah, and like, look,
I know what this is. I know how this is. Like, here's the thing, and don't get it confused, y'all. Joker is amazing. Joker is respected. Ain't nobody scared of him. And I mean that in this sense. Nobody respects how scared they are of him. Like, nobody's forming teams because of him. They're still forming teams because of the 40-year-old. And it's amazingly obvious that they're doing that.
Which I had to be real there. That's in Joker's favor because everybody's still gonna be looking at LeBron. Joker's like, yeah, let's just keep what we're doing.
Why are y'all still trying to take out the 40-year-old?
But you got this European. Yeah, you got the white European over here balling out on you guys.
They don't respect him. They don't respect him.
Oh, they respect him.
That's what I mean.
Hey,
they respect him when he lose.
Oh, no. They respect him when Denver gets another championship and we're all sitting back like, how the fuck that happened? Well, because they're still going after, like you said, the 40-year-old. Meanwhile, Joker is sitting back like, yeah, I go back to my country. Y'all have fun. And then
me play with horse and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
be a farmer. I don't know.
I'm like, whatever the hell he want to do, I don't care.
Him and his light-skinned partner over here. I
hate how white people overhype that man so hard. Yeah, I like Joker, but see, he's a regular guy. They got a regular job. He's a millionaire.
Thank you. He's literally white Kawhi to me. He's really good. He just wants to play ball. That's it. That's it. He just wants to play ball. That's it.
Hey, y'all put too much stock into these motherfuckers.
He's a man. He's a simple guy. That's it. I ain't gonna put anything on him other than what I see up front. I knew I was gonna like Joker when he was like, parade. I'm trying to go back home. Like, I gotta go to a parade now. Like, what
is with parade?
What is parade? I'm going back home tonight. Like, what the
parade
fuck?
For what? What are we celebrating? You Americans with your. No, he's not that bad, but still.
No, he kind of had that. He had that energy in that press conference, like parade. Parade.
But here's the thing. That's the way the NBA media parades them out, young. And this is the reason why. The older I get, the more I hate the NBA press. Not the press, the media. It's like. So you do that shit to him.
Some of them, but yeah.
So you did not the media person, people in there. That's a whole different other story. I don't even feel like going into that. But
like the ESPN folks and all that.
No, I'm not even talking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even like that's so subjective, and I don't feel like going into it.
Yeah.
But who was it? But the way they frame him, and then the way you frame other people. What was I saying? Black people. It just pisses me off, yeah. Luka and him are so from the dirt. It pisses me off, young.
And both of them aren't even trying to play into those narratives at all. Luka's just like, bro, I just want to eat some chicken nuggets and play ball.
Like y'all, like the white people really want him to be the next Kobe.
Maybe he can be, but let Luka be Luka. Like
Luka first.
Let him be that. It's like
because real talk, the real white Kobe retired years ago, and his name was Manu Ginobili. So y'all already had y'all Kobe. Don't sit up here.
Let Joker be Joker. Let us like Joker.
But no, that's Luka. But then Luka, they want that to be. Joker has already gotten to himself. They're like, look, I am a white man and I wouldn't win championship. I'm a legend forever. He's never going to dissipate.
Joker is a better Rick Smits. That's how I see it.
You mean?
How am I mean? I love Rick Smits.
Faster than Rick Smits.
I mean, he's a better Rick Smits.
He's faster than Rick Smits. He's a better rebounder than Rick Smits. Better shooter than Rick Smits. I'm sorry, Chris. You was better saying Ilgauskas. All right, you was.
Maybe because I like Rick Smits. He's one of the old guards of the old NBA.
Nigga, you better off saying like, hey, man, look, man, Greg Ostertag can take that nigga. Then I'll like, what, man? No, man, Greg will get eaten.
Yes,
Greg will get eaten. Let me tell you something. This is the thing that pisses me off about the whole thing about how the Europeans are taking over. You don't shut the fuck up. Like all 14 of them, they're going to take over the NBA. Shut up. Look, the point is,
include the black Greek over here. He's a European too, nigga.
Like y'all keep on forgetting all the innovating dribbles and fucking dunks are in America, right? So why y'all keep doing this shit?
But nah, man.
Ain't nobody making a defense. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody making a solid defense that can take down any team in the middle of Russia. Don't do that. Don't sit there and do it. But look, the point is, back over to the trade. Chris.
The trade itself. Harden finally got out of the 76ers, and he's going to the Clippers.
Wind his ass right out of that.
Dog. I'm laughing at the fact that him and PJ Tucker were talking on the 76ers sidelines before they both got fucking dished off to the fucking Clippers.
I mean, yo.
They were both keying it up on the fucking sidelines and like, oh shit, we going to LA, baby. Let's go.
All right, look. I'm mad that PJ had to be a part of this shit. I'm mad at him that he had to be a part of this shit. As one of the older millennials in the league, I hate that he had to be a part of this shit. As one of the 80s babies, I'm mad he had to take part of this.
Oh my god, man. That shit was fucking hilarious, man. But yeah, look, I have no expectations of what Harden is going to do with the Clippers. On paper, it sounds novel that he can do something, but like I have a hard time thinking. I have a hard. But put this way,
why the Lakers was like, yo, yeah, take Russ. They already finding out.
All I'm gonna say is this: it's either going to be the Lakers or the Clippers that are going to be in playing games. I'm still looking at the Lakers on that one, but like the Clippers are going to get bopped out the first round. I don't know the who, but they're going to get bopped out the first round.
The Clippers I already said it. I already put the curse on them. I said second round.
Oh,
they
really?
got second round written all over them, man. Yeah, they got that second round bounce from Dallas written all over them.
Are you telling me that what's Space has to do it all by himself?
Oh yeah, Luka's gonna do it all by himself again. This is what I'm saying. That white people really want him to be the next Kobe.
No, I'm about to say Luka and Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's with the fucking Nets. Never mind. I'm sorry, dog.
That talked himself right out of a job. You know,
I'm fucking beef with fucking Kuzma on some bullshit. I'm like,
nigga, that's why you back in Kuzma. Like, nigga, that's why you back in Brooklyn, man.
Like, Dinwiddie's like, you know what? Because we didn't talk about it on the show. We just briefly mentioned it and stuff.
Man, Spencer had the longest lateral move trade ever. I laughed at that.
Spencer literally was the old man yelling at the clouds on Kuzma, like, Kuzma's priorities ain't with the team. And I'm like, so you're yelling at him because of what he wore? Is that what that fucking shit? Like, really, dog? Like,
it was that.
That's what you're mad at? It was old man yelling at the sky, like, because, really?
He was mad that the yellow nigga did yellow nigga activity.
Thank you. And I'm like, you really gonna say that he doesn't have a passion for the ball because of him, like you say, doing yellow nigga shit? Like, really? Like, if I'm Kuzma, I'm feeling some way too. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the hell did I do?
Like, why you worried about me, man? I got my thing over here, and it was very mature. Like Kuzma, like, dog, I'm looking at bigger things, man. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here in DC or I'm going somewhere else. Shut the fuck up and do what you need to do. You're like, God, boy.
Kuzma, I took that personally. No. And then Dinwiddie's like, I took that personally. I'm like, no, bro, you started it. What the fuck you thought you was going to do?
Man, and I told you, actually, Chris, I think I said it last year. You know, Spencer, for a nigga that's only worth a second round draft pick, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, you really need to shut the fuck up, dog.
Now you're on the Nets. Good luck.
Now you're on the Nets, hurt, crying and shit. Yeah.
Punching the air because now you're injured now. Yes.
But, you know, but at that game, man, yeah. These are some ridiculous scores though. Westbrook only got, like I said, Westbrook only got until mid-season before the motherfucking warranty on the Chevy cocks out on his ass. But he put in 44. He put in 44, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 24 points.
Almost had that triple double, baby. Almost had that triple double.
Almost had it. Almost at it, man. Like PJ Tucker doing what he does best, playing 21 minutes, not scoring a fucking point. That's where we get. This is why I like PJ Tucker. This is why I always said Kirk Thomas lives in somebody.
God damn, Kirk Thomas. Now there's a name I haven't heard in years.
I mean, as fuck. Kirk Thomas gonna beat the shit out of my ass if you ever heard that shit.
When you find out Kirk Thomas lives in fucking Southeast, like this motherfucker, I know he live in DC. I'm gonna come after this. Like,
motherfucker probably live in like Chicago or some shit. Anyway, look, the point is,
okay. So this is
Kawhi. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So this is what the trade broke down, right? So Clippers get James Harden, PJ Tucker, and Flip Petrusev, and they get a 2027 first round pick swap with OKC or Denver, depending on who is in last place that year.
And that ain't bad to me, man. That pick swap ain't bad to me. I kind of like that.
Philly gets Nicholas Batten, Robert Covington, Kenyon Martin Jr., Marcus Morris, 2024 second round pick from either Indiana, Toronto, Cleveland, or Utah, 2026 first round pick from either OKC, LA, or Houston, 2028 unprotected first round pick, 2029 second round pick, and 2029 first round pick swap.
So
that's a lot. That's a lot.
So I'm going to say this. Joel, you got 1 year. Get the fuck out of there. Get out of there.
They clean the house.
No, I don't think they're cleaning the house because
that's a lot of youngins.
Because I don't think Philadelphia is that fucking smart. I think they're going to try to loop in some of these young guys for bigger trades. I think that's what they're going to try to do.
Try to super team it. Whoever's available in that market, super team that shit.
Yo, Joel, get out of Philly. Get out of Philly.
No, you know what he's going to do? He's going to try to go to Milwaukee.
If I'm him, I would go. Look.
I'm calling it right now. He's going to go to Milwaukee.
No, you know what I say? I'm being real.
Heat.
Popovich, get me down there.
Oh, shit. Spurs?
Like
with the youngin down?
With Wemby, yeah.
Woo.
Get me down there with Wemby. I
can do some stuff.
But here's a problem. There's a problem with that. There's a bit of a problem with that. Number one, I don't know what they got to trade on that fucking team because they did a lot to get Wemby. So they had to. They didn't get a lot, but still, I don't know what they would have to do. But if I'm Joel, get me the fuck out of get me out of Philly. Ooh, get me out of Philly because I don't. Most of my career trusting a process that never happened. So.
Man,
it sucks, man.
But going back to that game last night, like that, it's both teams really just putting in there. It was both teams putting in the effort, and you're like, well, this isn't going to happen at least for one of these teams. So yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, one.
What?
You think one? No, I don't think neither of these.
Okay, it's going to be both. But look, here's the thing. We already know what the Clippers issue is. We just know that they're very spotty, right? Here's the issue with the Lakers. Stephen A said it best. Anthony Davis is the issue because that dude is so on and off. It is ridiculous.
By the way, that non-shape up having motherfucker, I'm getting so sick of him standing on the shoulders of Shannon Sharp every time I gotta see y'all talk. Well, Shannon, I'm glad you coming up. You seen it my way. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You don't shut your ass up.
Like,
I'm sorry. I'm getting so sick of seeing like Steven straight up stood on this nigga's shoulder, like, I got him. Like, what? You know nobody was looking at your ass. That's why you got it.
Right now, the only besides LeBron, D'Angelo Russell is pretty fucking consistent. I'm seeing that out of him. And Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves, of course, you see an all-star.
But Anthony Davis, it's like up and down. And it's not like, look, Gil said it best. Davis is gonna have to change some shit up. He's gonna have to be change some shit up. Like,
and I'm glad seeing Cam Reddish out there. I am. I think he can actually be something nice with them. I don't know if he's gonna be it, but still
got potential.
It got potential of being nice over there, yeah. But the problem is, it's the Lakers, man. And LeBron kind of worries me of his just durability. You know what I mean? That's usually a thing I don't have to worry about. But it's funny now because he is getting older. But yeah, it's like how long is he going to be trustworthy? How much of this? Because man, nigga, you 40? What nigga, bro? What are you doing, nigga? You doing too much. This motherfucker is amazing, man. I don't know how he does it, bro.
And I kind of feel bad.
Bro, he came into this.
Yeah, and I kind of feel bad because I'm like Hachimura has potential, but he's out for concussion protocols and stuff, which I'm
he's out for right now, man.
But he has potential to be good for that team too.
This team has real potential, man. I think they have a better upside because LA Clippers seems like championship or bust.
Oh, I mean, I feel the Clippers have been since what's his face was on that team.
Since they got Doc Rivers, they've been on that shit. Yeah.
Like JJ Redick was on that team, and I'm like,
yeah,
shit. That team back in the day, I was like, fuck. Yeah, the Clippers are something. They are something.
But the Clippers, but it feels like they are on championship or bust mode right now because you got so much talent there. And my question is, what's going to happen when it sours up a little bit? Mm-hmm. Like, what's going to happen when there's injuries that's going to take somebody off a little bit?
Yeah.
What's going to happen when motherfucking James Harden does his usual, well, I'm not playing basketball type of basketball.
It's like, what happened? I don't know.
So we got to see. So like I said, man, I don't know, man. I don't think this shit going to work, but let's find out, bro.
Switching gears to college football. What's his face? The former coach for the Panthers. He said something interesting today. I think Brian in our group chat put it up, but he was talking about how, like, the whole thing we mentioned before last week about Michigan and the sign stealing stuff, right? And he brought up a point on how, like, yeah, it's weird that you have high schools, they have technology for play calling. You know, you have the fucking mic in the helmet. And then you get to the NFL, they have that, which mitigates a lot of sign stealing and stuff. Obviously, we had, Deflategate with the Patriots aside, but you don't hear much in the way of sign stealing in the NFL like that. But yet college, sign stealing the whore. And he's like, no, why is it that we don't have the technology to put shit in the players' helmets to really prep them, honestly, for the NFL? Because these players aren't prepped for the NFL. Sorry, they're not. They're not. They're really not. And it would be kind of like, I think it was you or Brian that said, yeah, it really would separate who's actually a good quarterback and who's not in college if you have that in there.
Because it takes a different level of knowing how to switch up a play and all the rest of that on the fly. Mm-hmm. And doing it in college, all you got to do is look at the sideline. In the NFL, you got to fight crowd noise and listening in and all the rest of that. It makes it harder for the defense to figure out what you're doing and all the rest of that shit. But it does also rely on you to trust either what the coach is telling you or your eye is telling you. Mm-hmm. So, and then it falls on the quarterback itself, yada, 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 whoa. It will benefit a bunch of them. And what I'm saying with fucking homeboy up in the Jets. Shit, I see them with Daniel Jones. Actually, Daniel Jones kind of surprised me. Mm-hmm. It's a money thing. Yep. Everything's money. We're making billions, but God forbid we're going to put a fucking transmitter in a goddamn helmet. Yeah. But like I can see with some of these quarterbacks though, you know what I mean? Like you can tell in the NFL, these niggas have no idea how to read a defense, how to switch up shit, none of that shit. You can tell some of them from the harder conferences. Like Joe Burrow knew how to do that as soon as he got in. That was dumb. Like it was like that. The reason why Dak was so good at that shit, nigga, I was in the SEC, nigga. I know
Mississippi State, buddy. What are you talking about?
It's like, nigga, I know how to do this shit, yo. Speaking of which, I am glad that Greg Olsen has picked up that Dak yells, "Here we go!" before he goes out to the they're like, I've been noticing that the whole since last year. Yeah, I got laughing at that shit. Like all of a sudden, this nigga get a gruffy voice out of nowhere.
Somebody brought it up with Johnny Manziel because I think it was.
Johnny was bad.
Miami's coach because he actually had to work. He actually worked with Johnny Manziel with the Browns. And he was like rolling his eyes, like, "Yeah, Johnny Manziel."
Like Johnny, what college you went to, nigga? They got money. What do you mean to tell me?
It's like you don't know how to read defense. What the fuck is going on here? Like the hell?
It really splits up a lot of these kids, and you got to see these kids. Like I said, some of the kids that went to the bigger schools, they usually have it better. But then again, you get kids that come out of the MAC conference like fucking Ben Roethlisberger and fucking Aaron Rodgers that just like, oh, no, nigga, I'm a quarterback. You know what I mean? So it's like it really falls on the quarterback. But yeah, man, I'm with him, man. Like it's just one thing. It will stop cheating. It will mitigate a whole lot of stuff.
It will mitigate high scores too, because somebody was like, yeah, high scores would be mitigated big time, especially if it's like, oh shit, we don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
Yep. Oh, easy. You want to know why? Because we look over there. Oh, yeah, the defense is doing this.
Now you don't have that anymore. Now teams can be like, fuck, we actually have to actually pay defense. Shit. We don't have the cheat code. But there's a rumor going around that depending on how Colorado's season goes, they might end up getting a bowl game against the Air Force. And I got to be honest with you, I feel that's a money laundering scheme that the military wants twofold.
Oh, yeah. They want that shit. They want Dion. You want Dion on that Norfolk Grumman commercial. So you mean to tell me this is a what? Well, Dion, look. Well, Coach Prime, that is a 485 Seabird.
That is an F-35 that we did not lose 2 weeks ago.
You see, we here at Norfolk Grumman, we believe that there needs to be Norfolk Grumman, fly high, or some bullshit. So, you know what I mean? Like, yo.
Why is the whole Colorado Buffaloes team in the commercial? Don't know.
No. Why they there? Because we all want Shador walks up because I got next flight. No, I got next flight. We all do. Norfolk Grumman.
Brought to you by the United States Air Force. I'm sorry, Long. I can't believe I'm actually putting out conspiracy theories, but yeah, I think that's a money laundering effort.
Oh no, we said that years ago, where we said the all the military bowls are, against some type of way. They all look. It's bad enough that the United States military has too much money. It's already bad enough. Okay,
money to just fuck off and do whatever. So they're
like we talk about we have enough to bomb a. That's how much money. Do you know how much that costs? We have enough money to do that.
Now we have an undefeated football team. Go Air Force. It's like, all right, sure, you beat on fucking Colorado State. Cool, I guess.
Man, look. Really, what a lot of people are doing is we're rejoicing that Colorado's hitting this brick wall, and it is something I did disagree, but I ain't gonna make a big deal out of it when Dion was going on his offensive line. I'm like, nigga, you taught these motherfuckers, all right? And also, number two, do you really want these motherfuckers to hit the motherfucking portal because they can't hang with your shit, nigga? You ain't got nothing to build on that one, Dion. Like, yo, chill, nigga.
We said it too.
Stop making the soundbite, nigga.
We said it when they lost to who they first lose to. What the fuck was it? Was US? No, Oregon. Oregon. When they lost to Oregon, we sat there and was like, yeah, next year they're going to get some big hosses on that fucking offensive line. They're going to come to Colorado and shit. So don't worry. That's why I was looking at them like, you're dogging out your offensive line, Dion. You could have just waited until the season was over and then make some changes.
Also, I'm thinking to myself, I hope all these niggas ain't juniors and they're going to be there next year.
You imagine you thinking you going into your senior year of Colorado and you're going to get something out of this, and all of a sudden somebody from the transfer portal comes through and just takes your position on the offensive line. Woo, boy, that is going to be awkward as shit.
I told you the Gucci. I told you that Louis was coming over here, nigga.
I did watch some games this weekend. USC California was great. Zero fucking defense on both efforts, but it was a great game. I actually enjoyed it. I actually thought that was actually great. Good on you, Caleb. You redeemed yourself, I guess. Sure.
Good to see. It's good to see us, and just good to see us.
I know. The Terps. It's funny, even with the Terps being in the position that they're in, they're going to get a bowl game. Which bowl game? Don't fucking know. But it's good to see them doing pretty good.
This is a great year too, man. And you know what? Usually Under Armour makes us look better, but whatever. The helmets this year for the Terps, the classic Terps logo and all the rest of that, I like it. I love it, man. I don't know about you. I love it, man.
No, I like it. I like it.
There are stripes right there. The single stripes right there. I like that too, man.
Look, I'm one of those people that I wish that like the Terps had like a Adidas colorway running shoe, and I'll buy it immediately. But
nah, it's going to
gotta give it to Alabama and all these other fucking SEC schools and shit.
Well,
but Chris, can't get one. So,
Chris, Under Armour is the official supplier of everything in the University of Maryland. So
Under
you know
Armour
that.
can't provide me a Maryland Turp inspired colorway shoe. Can't
You
get
know
that.
what? That's weird. You think they would?
You think they would? I buy it. Shit.
Being that all the people that worked there in the first place were from Maryland, you think they would have? Pretty sure that's an Old Spice shoe because.
Plus, want to know who done goof this weekend? Oklahoma losing to Kansas. Woo! Didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming.
Oh, I did. They've been playing that shit all year.
Oh, and Oregon State losing to Arizona. That was great, wasn't it? Okay. Also,
already told y'all fucking up. I told you, already told you, fucking up.
Also, me, number one hater, Notre Dame. I was looking at Pittsburgh like you had one job, Pittsburgh, beat Notre Dame. You couldn't even do it. You couldn't even do it. But I just need an upset. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do that for me? Nah, couldn't do that. So it is what it is and such. So, Georgia's still being undefeated, beating up on Florida the way they did, So there's that. Florida State still undefeated, which I forgot Florida State was undefeated. So yeah,
and
they're slowly moving up in rankings. They're in playoff. They're in playoff position at this point. I think they're number 4 now.
Oh yeah. Mississippi, of course, beating them on Vanderbilt. And you know what? Actually, who's the biggest? The biggest bully actually was them. No, the biggest bully this week was Notre Dame. Notre Dame were the biggest bully this week, 58-7. That's what. Well, yeah, they're the biggest bully. They're the biggest bully.
Yeah, well, I don't know. North Carolina Central beating up on South Carolina 62-28 kind of qualifies in a way.
I'm sorry, what happened? Who? What? Huh?
North Carolina Central beat up on South Carolina 62-28.
South Carolina who?
Was it South Carolina? South Carolina State Bulldogs.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. What BAC? Let me go to the BAC. What, nigga? Are you serious?
Uh-huh. But I will say this though too. The second game that I saw, because again, I'm kind of sort of slowly finally keeping up on it. Howard Delaware State was actually an interesting game.
Really?
Howard won that game, 17-10. It's a very defensive-minded game, as defensive-minded as you can get, and it was actually pretty entertaining to watch.
Florida and FAMU is still rolling through, man. Crushed Prairie View 45-7. God damn, nigga.
Bro, that is pure just
standards of this shit. Let me see the standards of this shit. But so far there's the MEAC.
Jackson State still on the roll.
Yep. North Carolina Central, like you just said, they are still in the lead in the MEAC. Good Lord, they beat the shit out of South Carolina State. Man, that's your division rival, man. You beat the shit out of them. Howard, 2-0 in the conference, nigga. So, the magic is still here.
Hey, look, man. I saw that homecoming game. They got the magic of the undefeated team from back in the 90s on their side this year, since it's the anniversary of that. So, hey, they might be getting some spark off that.
Might be something. But so far in the SWAC, FAMU is leading on there on the East and in the West. Alcorn State and Southern are tied for 4-1, so starting to heat up over in the SWAC conference. It's like I said, it's great to see that the black colleges are actually doing some shit, yeah. So they're actually having fun. I would say that. One more thing before we get into the main event, which is the NFL. They gave this nigga a full-on multi-year contract. Was it what?
And also AEW
for a year and a half or a year? Does it have to be multiple?
Also, AEW is sponsored by his energy drink now. Which
Are you serious?
The Ric Flair energy drink is.
Are you serious?
Yes. I'm dead serious.
Rick got an energy drink.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. Why? Why would Chris? What? Look, I know I'm a wrestling fan, but why the fuck would I know that?
It's Woo energy drink. Woo energy drink.
My stupid ass is going to sit here and say, what's it called? nature something and all that. And you said woo, and the second you said woo, I knew I fucked up. I was like, damn it, that was
D and the and the pictures of it is exactly what you think it is.
What? Oh God. No, it wasn't actually.
Oh, what did you have in mind? What did you have in mind, sir?
Not his face on a can and nothing like that. I thought it was gonna be something weird. I just saw the color blue. That's all I know.
Dragon fruit, lemon, and strawberry banana.
You get dragon fruit, lemon, and strawberry. Yeah.
This man survived the plane crash. I guess he is deserving of an energy drink, so it makes sense.
Sparkling mushroom elixir. Woo!
I know I can't.
It's so good. It'll make you woo.
You know what's funny? So apparently this is something I didn't know. So you remember when Sting had an injury with Seth Rollins, right? And he was pretty much done, right?
Yeah.
So what I thought happened apparently didn't happen. I thought Sting got fusion surgery, which is why he was able to still wrestle. Apparently, what happened was before he even went through with it, he talked to Edge and Stone Cold, and both of them were like, "Oh, don't do that shit. Just let that shit heal naturally and see how you feel afterwards." And apparently, according to Sting, like he just let the shit heal naturally and just fell back, and it actually worked out for him, which is why like he was able to still wrestle in AEW and kind of extend his wrestling because Stone Cold and Edge was like, dude, if you get it, it's gonna pretty much make you very limited wrestling. So that's how Sting was able to still keep doing what he was doing in AEW and wrestling sparingly the way he was, because it was like, oh no, I can still wrestle, I can still go. And I'm like, oh, well, that kind of tracks how he was able to still do it. All right, cool.
Like I always like it was just weird to me. Not the bounce back that he had, because wrestlers always do that shit anyway. But yeah, it just surprised me that he was taking Impact again the way he did. Yeah. That's all. Man, that's all. Like,
but good for him, retiring and stuff. But Ric Flair coming back multi-year, I'm like, what's the end game? I think you brought it up. It's the aspect of, okay, if he's a manager, fine, but like, Rick gonna get that itch and want to chop somebody.
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
No, no, please. Please, God, no. Don't throw shoes out. Oh, God, he's throwing the shoes out in the audience. Fuck. He's shadow wrestling.
I would. Okay. I think we all going to get Rick to do that at least one time. But he walks so slow now, so it's not going to happen the way we want.
We're not going to get TNA Rick doing that shit.
What? Somebody going to have to help. There's going to have to be people around him to pick him up. See, like, you can't do it, man. It's going like, Rick, you are too old for this shit.
I mean, just
you are too old for this shit, Rick. You know it's going to be that shit, yeah.
I just want to know what's the end game, because between that and seeing Jericho and Kenny Omega and Big Show wrestling in a fucking group now, and I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on here?
Man, my bingo card just blew up.
It's like, what the fuck is going on here, man? But yeah, a lot of us are just very
shot us over the head. What the fuck, yeah?
Like, a lot of us just befuddled because it's like there's some very weird moves from AEW right now. What the fuck is going on?
2023. Y'all, it's 2023. Feel the magic, y'all. 2023.
Oh my god, man!
Yeah.
It's
one other thing. So,
Texas Rangers, baby, 62 years and they broke it. Yes.
Finally, Nolan Ryan can go to sleeping.
Well, do you know what that means?
I want to be a hater. Because look. Here's the thing. I want to be a hater, and it's not going to be the team that just won. No, it's not. It's going to be the team that did the similar thing and did nothing. You see that, Mets? That's what you do when you spend a lot of money. You win. I know that's a thing. You don't know what it is. But that's what you do. You win stuff, and people like you for it.
Now the only now the only Texas team that needs to actually do some shit is Houston. Looking at you, going to have to win a Super Bowl in order to join up with the leagues of the Cowboys and the Rangers and the Spurs.
Did the Dallas Stars win something?
I think they did.
I don't think they did.
Hold on, let me check.
Did the Stars win something? Stars. I'm trying to think who else in the. Well, that's all the professional teams. Yeah, so yeah, that is all the professional teams. Hold up.
Oh no, the Dallas Stars, they are what we like to call the Buffalo Bills of the hockey league. They've gotten to the Stanley Cup 5 times, and they've never won a Stanley Cup.
And who else? Hold on.
No. They did. 1998-99 Stanley Cup winners. Boom.
They won in 99. Okay.
Yep,
no.
So that leaves what? The Houston Texans.
Ha! I was going to say, the Dynamo didn't win nothing. Houston Dynamo. They were the MLS champions in 2006 and 2007, and they won the U.S. Cup, which is another championship, so that's respected. They won the U.S. Cup twice, too. So, yeah. Hold up. Dallas, FC Dallas. FC Dallas won anything. I don't think FC Dallas won anything. Let me see.
I mean, think about it.
FC Dallas.
I mean, think about it, D. The Rockets have won 2 NBA championships.
FC Dallas won 2 U.S. Cups, but that's not a championship, so it kind of counts. It is so weird in soccer where you can count cups. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm going to let that go. Yeah. So, Dallas FC won something. So they're the only team. They're the only professional team that haven't won anything.
Houston Texans. Yeah, because Houston Rockets have won the NBA championship twice. Spurs won it multiple times. The Dallas Mavericks won one.
Like 4?
Yeah. Dallas Mavericks won. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys have won, and now the Texas Rangers have. So now, shit. Yeah, Houston Texans, you got to do something.
Is there another?
Yeah, that leaves the Texans. At least the Texans. Hey, maybe the board can get them to the motherland. Bortles doesn't play for him. I'm just joking. But no, I'm happy for man.
CJ Stroud, man.
No, but I'm happy for the Texas Rangers. So Baltimore.
I'm happy.
Now's your time.
I am happy that Psychopath got his other ring, and now he can probably leave the MLB happy. Oh yeah, Max Scherzer. You know who exactly I was talking about, y'all. But I'm glad Max won his second one because, real talk, I was rooting for favorite pitchers. Seager and Garcia, both of them niggas were amazing this whole motherfucking playoffs, man. Especially Seager. Seager to me was one of the bigger stars this year anyway. So Texas deserved it. I wanted the meme to live on, but here's the thing. Arizona wasn't going to be the team to beat them. That wasn't going to happen. It was too big of a hill for them. And, hey, man, champions do what champions do and ran them over, bro.
Mm-hmm. So, on to the NFL. It's one thing to lose one time. Fine. We'll take that as a fluke. Yep. You lose twice, people start raising their eyebrows. Yeah, but you lose twice, people start raising their eyebrows, especially when it's against the Vikings. You lose to Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, people are looking at you like, the fuck is going on with you? And then we're looking at the 49ers. He is who we knew he was.
Yes, he is.
He is who we say he was.
He's always been that person. Living in front of us. Talking. Walking, lying to all of you. Hey guys, Joe Montana number 2.
Joe Montana.
Hey, shades of Steve Young. Brock is exactly what he is.
To think
he is Case Keenum with a better lucky streak. That's what I'm seeing right now.
3 weeks ago, 49ers beat the dog shit out of Dallas, and everybody's like, "Oh man, Brock Purdy, he elite, man. He's here. He's here." And I was like,
"Hey,
okay, fine, right?
Lombardi Trophy, just put it right there."
They lose to the Browns. They lose to the Browns. Okay, fine. Browns got a good defense again, like I said. You lost to Kirk fucking Cousins. People are like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what happened to your defense that was shutting down Dallas?"
It was all good just a week ago.
You played the Bengals, and bro, Joe Burrow looked like
I told you the Bengals are gonna wake up.
A healthy Joe Burrow, by the way. He ain't limping McGee anymore. He is fucking on point, man. I would give this. He just needed.
You call that number one defense? I seen number one defense is better on my motherfucking mom. Sorry, mom. I didn't mean to call you cuss word, but I just want to say they really suck.
Now,
what's he gonna do? He's gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place on Jamar because all of a sudden all the good secondary you got, they fucking suck. And that's where we fucking bury you.
Now,
so Ma.
Now, despite this has happened to 49ers, I'm gonna look at them with even more of a microscope because you got Randy Gregory. Now you have Chase Young. You better fucking do something with that.
You have Chase Young.
Paired up with Nick Bosa, with Randy Gregory, y'all better fucking do something because if you don't, you're gonna get dogged out in the offseason. Oh, you are.
So, real talk. I'm gonna tell you how this went at my job. Hey, Montez Sweat gone. What? Get out of here. Yo. What they gonna do with Chase Young? Man, we gonna keep Chase Young. Chase Young. What you gonna do? Hey, D, what you did? Hey, Wayne, what you think they gonna do with him? I think they should get rid of him. Who gonna take him? I don't know who gonna take him. You know it's gonna be something stupid like a good team get him.
And what happened?
An hour later, I went to lunch. I come back. Nigga, you knew that the whole time. What? That nigga on the 49ers. I know for real. I thought this nigga was going to get traded like to the Dolphins or some shit like that.
Now, here's the thing. Now, the flip side of that, when you have friends that are Washington Commanders fans, one person had an idea that made sense. All right, they got rid of Montez Sweat. I guess they're going to pay Chase Young finally. Makes sense because, you can't pay both Montez Sweat and Chase Young. So you go with the younger guy, which is Chase Young, right? It makes sense, right? You get rid because at first I was like, why would you get rid of Montez Sweat? He's actually pretty good. Look, I feel bad for Montez. You're on the Bears now. You got to deal with that fucking shit show. So my bad. So I thought, okay, they're going to pay Chase Young. It's going to be great. As soon as that trade came up, Washington fans were kind of mixed. They were in shambles. We were like, well, at least he's going to the 49ers. Fuck the 49ers. Like, that's how much coping that was happening right now. And it's like, yeah. They fire sold that fuck. Your two best defensive guys gone. What the fuck is going on with Washington right now?
Nah, man. Is that picture of that French nigga with the big ass chin? It was like as soon as they do that, it was like, you ever see that meme with the nigga with the big ass chin? They were like, what do you want me to do? Doom beat. That's exactly what happened to the whole team. I told myself, I was like, the only and I did tell everybody this around me. I was like, now if the Redskins give up on Chase Young, the team's resetting next year.
Mm-hmm. Which they are apparently.
That was obvious. Now you give away Chase Young. Giving away Chase Young like that, you open up so much room for yourself and all the rest of it. I really see the Commanders really trying to change up a lot of the flow of what they're going to do. And this is one big thing I need everybody to realize right now, and especially if you are a fan of this squad. And it's something that you already know, but this is something you're going to have to really, really grab hold to.
Ron Rivera is Gizon. He is Gizon. That is a hollow man that you are looking at.
His job means fuck all from here to the end of the season, y'all. Nothing.
Meet the future coach of the Indianapolis Colts. I'm calling it right now. If he gets fired, he a Colts coach.
If Ron Rivera stays in the league, I do not disagree with you on that move.
I
think Ron Rivera, I think he's going to retire. And I think he should, with all his health stuff and all the rest of that. You made good money in the NFL, bro. Yo, you and the little lady, go to the beach.
Right off in the sunset. Just do that.
You done with football, bro. You survived cancer and all the rest. Ron, go home, bro. Go home, nigga. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about Ron Rivera. But the problem about Ron Rivera is that he's one of those coaches where he is a good, solid coach, and he's a player's coach, which is always the worst thing in the world. But that means he's a little bit too soft when you want him to be. So, yeah, man, I think it's time for Ron to stop anyway, man. But, yo, the Commanders doing that shit. Oh, you know what? Now I have no choice but to go see football at my dad's house this week because we was already talking about they need to get rid of Chase Young. This is so funny.
Because Kirk Cousins is gone, Minnesota gets black powder. Joshua Dobbs.
Now, I said it as a joke to cope with the fact that we lost to the Cardinals. They kind of meant that.
But
I'm glad that Joshua beat Dallas that way because I said as much as I hated it, I was like, you know what, Josh? I hope you get a job because of this.
He did.
I think he did. He did. Now, Cardinals, who y'all got to throw the ball now?
Well, Kyler Murray is supposedly coming back.
I thought he was hanging it up for the season.
Oh. Apparently, he might be coming back.
Cool. I don't know what to say.
Also, other trades that happened. Falcons get Contavious Street.
Decent.
He came off the Saints, and now he's with the Falcons, which that helps them. Leonard Williams is with the Seahawks now. So,
and I actually like that trade. I actually think that was a smart trade on both sides because the Giants had to get rid of him, and that's just a good upgrade for the Seahawks, man. And here's the better part about that: despite the Giants getting him off his own thing, the Giants still pay most of that. So,
and they get a second round pick and a fifth round pick.
Yeah, it worked out, man. That's a trade that I like right there. That worked out, man.
Philly gets Kevin Byard, safety, which is something that they need on that roster because their safeties are fucking garbage. So they need a safety big time. Kansas City got Hartman, which is actually pretty good because he was with the Jets. So that could be something that could be pretty good for him.
And really, Montez Sweat going over to the Bears
it helps them, but it's like it sucks a little bit.
I'm looking at it from his point as a player. Either you can really build yourself there as something that's going to be really, really nasty, or get the fuck out of Chicago as soon as you can and upgrade. So I don't know what he's going to do, man. So yeah, I do expect the Redskins to get rid of Allen. I think Allen's the next person to go. I think all their first round draft picks that they got over the last 3 to 5 years, all of them are getting all of them out of DC. I guarantee you.
Chase Claypool's a Dolphin now.
God, I ain't got a response for that.
I know.
We ain't got one on here to me. I ain't got one of. Okay.
J.C. Jackson is coming back to the Patriots. So cool.
Who?
Cornerback. J.C. Jackson.
Who's coming back to the Patriots?
J.C. Jackson. Yeah, I know. He was with the Chargers, and then he was with the Patriots, and then came back, and now he's back. So, hey, cool. But it really past those things and stuff. Young had to lead the city and Sweat. DC, bro, man. And you know what's crazy?
But here's the thing.
Fans for fickle as the fan base is, they wanted Young gone, and it's like, well, you got your wish. He's gone now, so what the fuck? You know what you want?
I think Young had to go. I have a feeling that he was not going to fulfill whatever little end he was.
He was getting better. He was getting better
he was getting better. I just feel that I could have went either way with him leaving. That's how I feel, yeah. Either way. But You know what I can? You know what I do feel, Chris?
Yeah.
I got that feeling, baby. I got that feeling. Oh my nigga, we are so we're like look. I know it's the Rams. I know they the busted Buick. I understand that shit. It's all good. We're gonna beat the shit up out their ass. What the fuck? Look, what do you want us
I mean,
to do? What do you
I
want us
was
to do?
because
Let them live. Like,
my
why
thing
would we
about
do that?
look, I had scary thoughts about that game because that's a trap game by virtue of it. Because you just never know what you're gonna fucking get out the
The
Rams.
scary thought.
And understand that this wasn't a televised game. I had a bootleg this fucking game watching it, by the way. And that's the scariest thing ever. A trap game that you want to watch, it's not televised. And you're like, fuck, man. So like I jumped in when Dallas scored on their first drive, and I was like, all right, this is very
Chris,
promising.
I'm glad that you and I have the same phobias.
Cause this
got the
because
exact same fan fears. If
watching
I don't see the play, then they're gonna fuck up.
Dude, watching Gamecast is nerve-wracking as shit. Like, I should be smoking like 8 cigarettes watching Gamecast because you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. And you'd be like, well, how the hell did this happen? How did he fumble the ball? What happened? So, like, the bootleg that I was watching, I'm not gonna say where, because I want to keep this bootleg site. Dallas has scored. I think they were up 14-3. No, 10-3, because they kicked the field goal, right? So I stepped away. My Gamecast jumped to 17-3. I'm like, the fuck happened? And then I looked back. I was like, oh, my man picked it off and went in. I was like, oh, shit, it's going to be one of them games. And
Boy,
sure enough,
that's seeing the way they did it. I mean, like, and seeing it in real time. Chris, this is when it got official. Because
was it the block punt?
After
that's what made it official to me.
Yeah. But worse was when Dallas got the ball back, Turpin ran it almost to a touchdown. Dak scored it. But what made it official was third down. Stafford goes back. Where the fuck did Parsons come from? This nigga yearling and just ate him. And Chris, I was like, I am not one of those people because I don't like spiking the ball and walking away from the Cowboys. But nigga, I know a neck snap when I hear one. When I saw that, I'm like, the game is over. It's not even halftime. Dallas destroyed them.
When Bland,
there's nothing left of
I gotta be honest with you. That stadium went from like, all right, we got a game. It's 10-3. You know, this could be a game possibly. When Bland ran it back in, when I saw the replay of it, that fucking stadium, it's like they got just like demolished. It was just nothing but Cowboys fans in that stadium. I'm like, fuck.
Boy, you had Chris, the fans was loud and all that stuff. Like, I knew it was all because it always gets me because Dallas always plays those horns when we make a touchdown, yeah. But what got me was when you have to hear the horns in succession within 4 minutes of each other. That is so demoralizing for the other team.
Like,
no, for real. It's like it's one thing to see that pit, but you're like, okay, whatever. And then 4 minutes later, safety, kickoff. 2 minutes later, that is so demoralizing.
And on top of that, CD having the fucking game of his life, and the Rams defense couldn't tackle for shit. I'm like, God damn, y'all can't.
By the third quarter, the game was done. Every score, everything positive that they did was just a byproduct of Dallas. God, the game's still on.
Dak and Ferguson having fucking connections finally after 5 games. Like, God damn.
These are the games. It was so funny. I remember Tony Romo talking about God, who was it? He was talking about Joe Burrow, and I forgot whoever he was throwing to at the time. And he said something very important. He's like, there are games like this where you'll get an opponent that is like that you're having fun with. You're having your way with them. He said it's very important for a quarterback and whoever the receiver is to gain that trust at that time. And he mentioned how him and Patrick Creighton, the year when him and Patrick Creighton was the number 2, how they had a game like that. He said, and all I did because Patrick was already my slot receiver the year before. So in that game, I was like, hey, we're having fun. Bop, bop, bop.
I remember that too.
This is the type of games where it's the type of games where you need to have like to really build that rapport. So when I saw that, like, all right, y'all got it. Y'all see, this is how it feels when y'all connect with each other.
Previous week, he did that with Cooks. Because you remember Cooks was just murdering. Who the fuck did they play?
Brendan Cooks look, Brendan Cooks' whole MO is to tire out the other team.
Yeah.
That's his whole MO, just to tire out that team, yeah. He does nothing else than that, yeah.
Oh my God, man. But D got pissed off at me when he wrote that on the board. The Panthers gotta win.
Well, I gotta get another index card to set up what we're gonna do this week, because since you see that, y'all, this nigga
the Panthers beat the Texans, and I'm laughing so hard because Bryce Young
was so pathetic how they
Bryce
did it.
Young had the game of his life.
Crawling across the fucking finish line type of a game.
It was actually a pretty entertaining game. I ain't gonna lie. It was sad, but it was entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. Like, because the Texas Panthers game was more entertaining than that sad game that was the Jets Giants. Dear God, it was like the Jets are the Jets, so you expect that. But the Giants, on paper, the Giants and Saquon should have marched all over the fucking Jets, and yet somehow didn't fucking matter.
Wait. Why are you kicking a field goal?
All you have to do is just run the ball and time is out.
They have no timeouts.
Is the Giants coach fired after this, D?
No, because the Giants suck so bad.
D,
I don't think you can blame it on him.
I don't know, D. Dude, if it was Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys fan base would have crucified his ass for that shit. I'm just saying.
No. It's different. There's the of you being terrible. But that was the derpness that we're used to from the Giants. That was derp.
I saw the time and I was like, should you guys just run the ball and just whatever happens after that? Like that would just be me, personally.
I always laugh how NFL fans have for years just looked at coaches and go, niggas aren't getting paid for this. Timeout. Oh, now they getting timeout. Jesus. How are there 6 eyes looking at the clock and nobody's going, hey, coach, I think we should go timeout?
Nah,
you have offensive and defensive coordinators in the box, in the skybox with a clear view of the clock.
Hey, yo, coach, I think we should hit timeout.
Nobody in the booth yelling time. Jesus, man. How bad is everybody's freaking? Oh no, man.
But despite how entertaining the Eagles Commanders game was, hey Eagles, don't pull that bullshit against the Cowboys. Just saying.
Oh, you better not.
You better not, because you let Sam Howell look like the greatest quarterback that ever lived, and I'm like, bro, what is this shit? What is this?
Sam Howell has been actually legit surprising me of how not shit, but yet shit he has been this whole season. Like it's like I can't put my finger on what the fuck he is. He's yeah.
Speaking of which, the Bill
he is a faker Mayfield, young.
Bills Mafia is lucky that Baker Mayfield didn't beat them on Thursday night. I'm just saying, because I still don't believe the Bills. I'm sorry, I don't.
God. Oh yeah, I don't believe the Bills either.
I'm sorry, they should have been running roughshod on the Bucks, and Baker Mayfield, to his credit, was doing pretty good. It's just the Bills defense just clamped down when it needed to.
Real talk. But for the injuries they got, and Baker has this amazing ability to have real good arm strength and real good intelligence, and yet allergic to the end zone sometimes. I never understand how he gets really allergic to the end zone at times, man. It's really spotty.
Him and Godwin had a great connection that game, and him and Rashad White. Like those were his two go-to receivers, and Mike Evans to a degree, but those were his two go-to receivers and stuff that whole game. And I'm looking at Buffalo like, yo, Buffalo, like, what the fuck is going on with your defense right now that you letting like Tampa kind of get down the field? And like you said, it's like Tampa for some reason they couldn't get to that end zone. Like they got a couple of times with Evans and Godwin, but it's like it wasn't consistent.
No, not at all.
And I'm just like, damn, what the fuck? Like, that's why I like Buffalo to me is in the same boat with the Eagles, where I'm looking at the Eagles like, Eagles, if y'all play Dallas like this, oh, Dallas and Dak gonna have fun with y'all guys. Like I'm just saying, like,
you know what? Let's just here's the thing. It's the fact that that Cowboy fans have been saying, and we need to always repeat it when it comes to these games that we're about to face. Dak runs this division.
Yeah, he's only lost like 3 times total in his career in the East.
I don't think it's like 3 times total. I think it's a little bit less than that. But you look at his average; it's better than anybody else's in the East.
Like he lost to the Redskins. I remember his rookie. No, he beat. No, it was when. Yeah, he lost his. Yes, his second year. That was the second year. That was when him and Zeke had their rough spot that second year, and then he lost to the Eagles twice over time. But that's it. So that's 3 that I know off the top of my head. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Dak is officially that's this year, damn it. Dak is 28-7.
Sheesh.
That is an amazing record, yeah. That is a really amazing record. And like you know what? I know that's not fair to Jalen Hurts, but what's it? Because they not played the same amount of time. But what's Jalen? Jalen is 11-6. What?
God damn.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you did. I didn't touch it.
Oh man, no, I threw my phone in.
I was like, Jalen Hurts is Mayfield? Wow, that's a hot take there, D.
Yeah, that was mean. No, I like Jalen. I don't think he's that bad.
Hey, I tell you what's mean. In Bronco country, let's ride. They rode all over the fucking Chiefs that game. God damn. 24-9, bro. Bro. I think you had the funniest joke. Even when it's at its darkest, the Broncos, they win.
I don't no, I like the Broncos. No, for me, the Broncos. The Broncos. What happened this year was a whole lot of luck. It was a whole lot of luck how they snapped that from them. What we saw was the flu game, how it really played out without the referees giving it to Michael Jordan. That's fucked up. But anyway,
well, we found out it wasn't the flu game; it was the food poisoning game.
The food poisoning game. That's what the fuck that was. But yeah, the flu game that we got for Patrick Mahomes, he tried his best, but you can tell that he did not have the energy for it.
Well, you didn't have chili. Well, the Swifties weren't in the stands, so we
don't talk about those people, okay? No. Somebody was like, "Yo, we should make the Taylor Swift." Somebody said Taylor Swift should be the cover of the next Madden. I said this: if that's the case, then the Swifties can actually make EA Sports actually make a good Madden game. So I'm all for this shit. Oh, all it would take is one bad year and them telling Taylor Swift, Taylor, make EA Sports make a good game. Okay, guys, I read a condescending song that's going to be our number 1 hit, and I'm gonna gaslight these niggas into making a good game.
It's like you're buying fucking look. They got me with the Madden cover for the anniversary, so they'll get somebody. Obviously, it's like, a sucker. It's a sucker born every minute. I was a sucker because I love John Madden. They got my ass.
That being said, also, I'm so done with 2K. 2K has turned into the Bethesda a fucking like yo. This engine,
the basketball.
Much like Madden, this engine is clearly broken, and you get pissed off every time fans try to fix it for you. I am so done with 2K. Still having the glitch where if you try to pass it to somebody, they will switch to interior defense. No, they will switch to backing somebody down with no one on them. I am so sick of this glitch that's been there since 2011. If y'all don't come in here and fix this shit, it's a busted engine, dog. I'm so tired of that.
Speaking of busted, Ravens, what are you? What are you? Why'd you give the Cardinals hope in that game? Why'd you do that?
Because when you don't know who you are, your consistency doesn't know who you are.
I was looking at this game like, oh, Ravens got this, and I'm like, why is this game close? Why is this game close? Hey, Ravens, why'd you let the Cardinals score 17 points in the fourth quarter? Why?
17.
Why? You were killing them the whole game, and in the fourth quarter, you just said, fuck it, ease up off the gas. Nah, we just going. Why did you give them hope? Why? And you know what? I actually think that game is why Dobbs is on the fucking damn thing, because Dobbs that's the second reason why Dobbs is on the fucking Vikings. They were like, Vikings like, get that guy right now.
Yo, I am so
get powder. He's here.
So what he did? So he did when he got sacked that one time? So he was sacked that
Hey, bro. Can you imagine if the Chargers lost to the Bears? I would have fucking howled.
Boy, Brendan Staley would have been on a freaking. Oh my god!
I feel this is the game the Chargers had to win just to stave off the pitchforks that's already at their necks. Bro, the desperation in that game when I was watching it, I was like, bro, this Sunday night game is sad because the Chargers needed so this.
Bad. I knew Chargers fans out there that was hoping that this would be the game. Maybe this will get rid of Brandon Staley.
Nah, he's still there.
Does that sound like something you want?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get it.
Boy, if they lost,
Staley's gonna be there for the rest of the year. D is putting the curse on y'all. I'm putting the curse on them. They are going to be stuck with Staley for the rest of the year. He's not going to get fired.
Especially
he's going to give y'all a couple of bad performances that should get him fired, but he's not going to get fired.
Especially if they sneak into the wild card. He's there. If they sneak into the wild card,
they are. That's not fucking happening.
Oh, they are. They are, sir. Come on, it's the Diamond Dog way. It's the Diamond Dog way because you know the Raiders are in disarray right now with their coach getting fired. Which the funniest shit ever. My man came in on Halloween dressed as the fucking owner of the Raiders.
Mark Davis with his problem child fucking haircut. Like yo, you know what, Chris.
To be fair, he deserved to get fired for that shit. If I'm going to be fair, yeah, I would have fired him too. For that
I would have fired his ass too. But real talk, his ass should got fired. You know, before he even walked in that damn door. But we're not gonna go there because y'all really trust these fucking Belichick coaches so hard. Like, yo, man, y'all just don't know. Like, you know what? So you know what? I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care.
The Raiders are going to be the new Tank Bull team after that firing. I'm sorry.
They are the tank. They are a tank right now, man. They are. They have been a perpetual tank for years, Sean.
Oh man, but no, I would say this too for the Lions. Jamar Gibbs had a coming out party against the fucking Raiders, and
that was lovely.
Woo! Look, him and Montgomery have been up to this point where sharing, you know, touches and stuff, but like he bro, they got one with him. They got one. Yeah. They got one with him. They need to take care of him, make sure he don't get injured. And if Montgomery is coming back from that, I think it might be a rib injury or something like that. They got something because Montgomery's actually not bad either.
No, he is not.
He's for a vet. He's actually pretty good.
Nah, Montgomery's always been solid. It has been solid, man. It's like I think this season was going to be his like what we expected from Zeke. We thought that we was going to get that. This is what we kind of expected for Zeke, but it's not that way. But Montgomery's having that type of season that we thought he was going to have. Put it that way. So,
the rumors of Derrick Henry leaving the Titans did not happen during the free agency, so he's still with the Titans.
I told you that wasn't going to happen.
There were people rumored that he was leaving, but I was like, unless teams are going to give up a lot of stuff for him, I don't see that fucking happening. Like,
yeah, I like.
Especially people was like, he's going to go to Dallas. I'm like, you know how many people Dallas would have to give up to get Derrick Henry? Like, come on, like that's, But hey, Derek Carr beat up on the Colts. Yay!
This is a good day. Wait a minute. Why is people functioning? Wait a minute. The Saints are 3-1. What?
They're 500 now.
They're 4-3, ain't they?
No, they're 4-4.
Like, but like they 4. All right, yeah. Like, when did the Saints get like? I'm sitting there like, when did the Saints get halfway average? What happened?
Also another week of the Dolphins beating up on a team that's not good. Hooray! Now you play the Chiefs next week. Good luck.
Speaking of which, right now, y'all, the Steelers are winning 7-0 right now against the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans broke out those powder blue junks that you see above Chris's head over there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were sweet. Nice to see that old Houston Oilers on the whole Houston Oilers colors, man. I do kind of miss them. I ain't gonna fake, man. Especially paired up with the Reds we got right now with that powder blue. Oh, I love it, man.
Pickett is playing. I thought Pickett was out.
Huh. I thought he was out too. He's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're supposed to have titties.
Hey,
I love titties. We're supposed to be out there. Yo. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, it's a Steelers way. If they win this game to be 5-3, because we gotta keep that Mike Tomlin streak alive of 500 or above.
We gotta make sure man Canada still got a job. Shout out to Will Levis. I remember a couple of years ago we was talking about him when he was in motherfucking college, and I was talking about I don't know how great he will be when he makes it to the NFL. So he had a really good showing last week,
Mm-hmm.
So I hope he's having one right now. What he's doing right now? Right now he is only 12 yards. He ain't this shit. So yeah, he would have to still the defense. Yeah, they suck on offense, but that defense is still a defense. Anyway,
also, hey Tyreek, saying the Chiefs are going to get this work, easy. All right, easy. Like y'all 0-2 against teams that are above 500. Easy. All right, chill.
Yep. I need you.
I love you, Tyreek, but chill.
Yeah, need you to. Chris, who do you got in that game? Miami or KC?
Oh, KC.
Yeah, KC?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with you on that one, KC.
Yeah, of course.
New England and Washington.
I picked the Commanders in my pick 'em, but I have you know what? Fuck it, Commanders. I'm not even going to sit there and even attempt the fade on Patriots, but
I'm going New England because you're going to get this work of this being reversed on to you. I swear to God.
Timeout too.
Stand.
I know. Side note. Congratulations, Taylor Heineke. You have shown the Falcons ownership that you are the quarterback because the Falcons almost won when Taylor Heineke tagged into that game. Almost. And Taylor Heineke, I watched that game. I was like, damn, Taylor Heineke is really good. Hey, Washington, why'd you get rid of him again? Why? I don't understand.
No, they got rid of him because they didn't want to pay him extra. See, this is the reason why they're cleaning house right now. It's like, all right, no, let's go. We can't even we couldn't do the little shit right. Let's start it all over.
Sorry. I had to say that because Vikings and Falcons is like Sophie's choice because I'm rooting for both to do good. It's like, fuck. I'm rooting for Taylor, but Vikings, I kind of want to see them actually get something, because Kirk Cousins is gone. I feel sad for Kirk Cousins because he was on the last year of his contract when that Achilles fucking injury hit. And
well, this could be his last game as a Viking, but hey, Powder is going to get his time. So, the game where you're going to be conflicted, Buffalo or Cincinnati?
My heart says Cincinnati only because I don't trust Buffalo, but I also feel Buffalo's going to use this to try to prove everybody wrong that they're not good. So I'm going to go Buffalo on that one.
All right. Baltimore and the Seahawks. Ooh, God. I don't know. I'm gonna say Seahawks.
Two inconsistent, consistent teams. I'm gonna go Ravens on this one.
All right. And the last one is gonna make or break us. Minnesota versus Atlanta.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know. Shits and giggles. I think Atlanta is going to.
Atlanta.
I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. Atlanta. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. Atlanta's going to get a lead and they're going to fuck it up.
Hey D, if you
just keep it to the status quo.
Let's call bonus.
Just keep it to that status quo.
Let's call bonus on 2 tank bowls. Who you got between the Colts and Panthers?
Oh, it's going to be the Panthers who are going to win that tank bowl. So meaning that the Colts are going to win the game.
Second one, Giants Raiders.
There's a reason I didn't pick this game for us to pick. Because I feel like everybody loses in this one.
I'm saying Giants.
I'm going to say that Jimmy G is going to be like, all right, guys, it's time to revive. It's time to revive this season and salvage what we can. I feel so bad I feel bad for that nigga, man. Whatever, man.
I feel the one that's gonna have Staley's in the hot seat. Monday night game, Chargers Jets.
Yeah. The Jets are going to beat them. Jets are going to beat them.
I got the Diamond Dogs on that one.
It's the Jets beating them
because the Jets are on the high, so I'm like, they're gonna hit a low. This could be the game.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it is what it is and stuff. Yeah. I have the Bears surprising the Saints. That's my upset pick for the week, honestly.
So yeah,
Packers are in shambles because I meant to mention this. The Packers, it's weird because they put so much on the back of Jordan Love as being like the next guy for them, and he hasn't really been doing so hot. And everybody's like, well, I thought Jordan Love was gonna be the guy, and I'm like, well, just give him time. I mean, the fuck did you want out of him?
I think what a lot of people like, no, that's the Packers not realizing that they're gonna have to do something they haven't done in a long time, which is be bad for a while.
They're not used to that. I mean, they had it even with Aaron Rodgers last year. They were at least halfway decent.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So to give it to their fucking organization, they have always in the mix of shit, but they always benefit off of the NFC North or the North Division being terrible anyway. So I think not the Seahawks. I think the Packers are they need to be prepared. Be prepared just to sit on a couch with other teams that ain't going to make the playoffs like you. So yeah, man.
Oh, I have to mention this. So you remember Aaliyah Gales?
Who's that? Is that the ball player?
Yeah, USC basketball player. She got shot 18 times and stuff. She's coming back. She's actually
really bullshit. She is not coming back.
Apparently, she's trying to mount a comeback
after getting shot.
Yeah, she's trying.
All right.
I'm like, hey, I mean, that's a miracle for her. When I read up on that story, she got.
I don't want to say that. Good for her, bro.
That is a miracle in and of itself. Like to be able to try to mount something out of this is So. Yeah, it's going to be a long rehab for her, but I mean, if she can get something out of it, even to the point to where she can play Euroball, shit, that's a fucking miracle in and of itself.
But I think for her to have that, I don't know what to say. If she does that shit, she should be on fucking news for this shit every day. Like, yo, look at this shit.
Yeah,
she 50 Cent this shit, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like right now, she's still in the rehab stage. But she said she's like, I think the time they interviewed her, she was like, she was feeling a little off balance.
Oh,
But
see,
she's
see,
getting.
see. I thought she was already on court. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That's why
I
I
know,
said,
I
like,
know, I know. No, I didn't say she was on court. Fuck no, I didn't say she mounted to come back like that. But it's like she's basically making the attempt to try to like at least get there and stuff. I think she can walk at spurts at a time, but she ain't like 100% like, oh, I can walk,
well,
and stuff.
well, to the niggas who shot.
You blew it. You had it all and you blew it.
18 fucking times, bro. Like you failed 18 times.
You blew it. You had it all and you blew it.
Like look, yeah.
Hey. So we talked about this before. The NBA announced the schedule for the in-season tournament, which will see the winning team earn the NBA Cup, and the players get $500,000 each.
This is ridiculous.
The tournament, whose final will be in December 9th in Las Vegas, will see each NBA team play a four-game group stage in November, with the group's winners advancing to the knockout rounds. The tourney will be a proving ground for the league's newest star, Victor Wemby. So what exactly is the NBA Cup? And yeah, so the format is basically like this. So basically they're getting it from European soccer, essentially. There is a regular season championship determined by the team with the most points over the full year, and then a separate tournament that runs concurrently with the league season. So, unlike the European soccer tournaments, though, which are all played outside the league schedule, the NBA Cup is built into the NBA's regular season schedule. The 30 teams will split up into 6 5-team groups. The 4 group stage games will be played on the 7 November dates, 4 Fridays, November 3rd, 10th, 7th, and 24th, and 3 Tuesdays, November 14th, 21st, and the 28th.
And
the quarterfinals will be played on December 4th and 5th at the higher seeded teams, and the semifinals will be on December 7th and 9th in Las Vegas.
It'll be really interesting. I know these kids say this is a proving ground. Shut the fuck up. That's just advertising. Don't do that shit. But I am interested in what teams are going to take this seriously and what teams are going to sneak in and actually do something, because remember this is early in the season, and I can really imagine some people looking at this like, this is the early tournament, I ain't give a fuck.
So
but then again, I think that's the reason why you gave them money, like, oh man, you're gonna make extra money, you win this shit. So I think that's the incentive, I guess.
So East Group A is the 76ers, Cavaliers, Hawks, Pacers, and Pistons. East Group B is the Bucks, Knicks, Heat, Wizards, and Hornets. East Group C is the Celtics, Nets, Raptors, Bulls, and Magic.
And they're only going to play the teams once in that time frame, or twice?
Something like that. So they said the NBA put all 15 teams in the Eastern Conference into 5 pots separated by their finish in last season standings. So pot 1 included teams that finished 1 through 3 in the regular season records. Teams 4 to 6 went into pot 2. Teams 7 to 9 went to pot 3, and teams 10 to 12 pot 4, and 13 to 15 pot 5. So that's basically it. West Group A is the Grizzlies, Suns, Lakers, Jazz, and the Trailblazers. Interesting. B, Nuggets, Clippers, Pelicans, Mavericks, and Rockets. C, Kings, Warriors, Timberwolves, Thunder, and Spurs.
All right.
And no impact on the playoffs. So
yeah.
Right. Well, they actually had the schedule. Okay, so the schedule is officially out. All right. So on November 3rd, it's going to be New York versus Milwaukee, Dallas, Denver, Cleveland, Indiana, Washington, Miami, Brooklyn, Chicago, Golden State, OKC, and Memphis, Portland.
Now I seen mock-ups of it. I don't know if that's how they actually want to look, but they're going to actually, every team is going to have a special court to indicate that it's a championship game. That I seen, and it's going to have like the tournament statue in the middle of the court type of thing.
Yeah,
and I didn't think to get a motherfucking picture of it. Only reason why is because I still thought it was a mock-up. I didn't know if it was actually real or not. But now that I think back, oh my god, that shit was real. Shit got a picture.
And they're actually gonna have an MVP in this in-season tournament, which I'm like, why?
Well, no, if you're gonna go that forward with the in-season tournament, might as well go ahead and have that fucking accolade with it. Yeah. Shit, might as well, man. They're basically just doing what the European leagues do.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it is kind of interesting.
And I think what really did it is that it runs concurrent with the season. So It ain't like it's separated. You got to play an extra 16 games or whatever. Not 16 games, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got to play an extra batch of games. Unfortunately, that's what they have to do in soccer. Unfortunately, because here's the thing about soccer. Now, I'm just going to go with let's just say you're Manchester United. You're going to play in the regular league tournament. You're going to play in the FA tournament. Then you're going to play in whatever European tournament you're in, whether that be the Champions League or the Europa League. Either way, those are two big time tournaments, and you're going to be dumping at least, at the very least, you're going to be playing 6 games out of those things. And those don't run concurrently with your season. Those are outside of your season.
Yep.
So there's at least 6 games out of the year where your superstar is either going to be like, nah, I'm resting up because we're going to be flying out to France to play whomever, or your superstar could be a superstar like, shit, nigga, I'm doing this today. Then I'm gonna come back over to England. I'm gonna play what's the name, and then we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna take the flight, and then I got to be in the other tournament. But they do kind of schedule it out so the players can have like a little bit of rest time with it. But also, here's the thing about soccer: there's at least, and even including your reserves, there's at least 30 people on your team.
Yeah.
There's at least a full 30 plus probably like a 30 plus probably like another 7 you can just bring up from your youth squad and shit like that. So you can find ways around that working with your schedule. And sometimes in some cases it's good to bring up the younger guys to get that playing time where your other guy, you and your main star want to take a rest so you can play in the European league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least the NBA is not that like that. Thank God all this is going in one fell swoop during the season. I do think it might create a little bit of different pressure, but it's so early in the season, man.
The pressure is more so like for playoff standings.
I can only imagine like the Hornets and Knicks taking this seriously, and not Miami, not you know what I'm saying?
No, but I think it will in terms of playoff standings when it gets to the playing tournaments and who has what. Because think about it, you're a team that might be on top, and you bullshit and didn't give a shit about the in-season tournament, and those losses are going to reflect on where you stand at when it gets to playoff time now. And it's like, fuck, maybe we should have took it, that kind of shit. So it's like, damn. I get what they're doing because they intersplice it with just the regular season game, so it's not a separate thing. So
I would imagine they have to flex a couple of these games, but I don't know how they're gonna do that, but we'll see, man.
We need to mention this. I guess to cap off this show. R.I.P. to Bob Knight.
Yeah. I ain't got much to say about Bob Knight because we know what the fuck he was like and how everybody's coming out of him, but. You know how is the one thing I always hate when people say like this is all entertainment when it comes to sports. Bobby did roll into that thing because ESPN loves showing this motherfucker throwing seats.
Like he was very passionate. We seen everything. Even when me and D we were talking about blue chips and stuff on the show a while back. Like Bob Knight's in that movie and stuff, and like Nick Nolte has the Bob Knight isms in that movie. Because that's what Bob Knight did, whether it was, headbutting his kids on the sidelines, like, what the fuck, doing all that shit. And he got rep. And I remember that was the big headlines on all the news outlets, even the non-sports channels about Bob Knight and stuff. And like, is he a good coach and And it's like, he's a passionate coach. Was there some stuff that he did that was a little over the line? Sure. Like,
hell yeah. And like to me, I didn't like Bob Knight only because I felt like his anger never resulted in the
tangibles.
It never did. Like that's the only like real criticism I have against him. I thought he was an overrated coach. Like I thought Don Chaney up in Temple was way more important and way more important to the game of basketball than him. And shit, I could bring up like a Rick Pitino and all and the coach that the coach Boeheim. I could bring up the coach over in motherfucking Gonzaga and shit. Like there are way better coaches than Bob Knight. Bob Knight did capture people's attention as far as it comes to being a passionate coach and actually having a fucking school that believes in you so hard. until he fucked that up.
I mean, and it's crazy.
Bob burned a big ass bridge with the University of Indiana.
I think
and when Indiana grew up, like, all right, Bob, we're over the shit. It's all good, bro. You can come back. Fuck you.
Dude,
Bob kind of in his right to do so, even though it's like, nigga, you are 80. Get over the shit. And that's kind of the sad thing. He kind of died still holding that hate against the university that made him famous.
And it's wild because I think Indiana let it rock because he got 3 championships. He won them 3 championships. It was like, well, it's Bobby Knight. He got his he got his 3 championships, multiple, like he was kicking ass and taking names in the Big Ten. Like Indiana was a threat in the Big Ten for years.
And then the 90s started.
Oh yeah, when it gets to the 90s, that's when like Indiana was like they were.
And that's why Nick Nolte. That's why they did Blue Chips, because he was an indicator of that, where his recruiting wasn't the same way, where his coaching wasn't the same way.
Indiana was
where his
slumming.
Passion got tilted, and it made it worse because he was such a lightning rod. Indiana had no choice but to nigga. If you don't stop it with this shit. Dude. Fuck you, free Bobby Knight, and it's all this controversy, bro.
Indiana went from the team that was always in the NCAA tournament to they were slumming it in NIT.
Boy, I remember by the time his like right before he got pulled out, and that's when I started looking at college basketball. I questioned it as if like that's the guy that threw chairs and all the rest of that shit. Where are they at? Oh, getting their ass killed by Valparaiso in the first fucking round. Something like that. You know what I mean? Like they weren't the same team. Like, yo, it's been years since you had it's been years since you had Cheney on your team. Not Cheney. Yeah, Cheney. I forgot Calvin Cheney. It's been years since you had Calvin Cheney, nigga. Like
and then, like, when he got to Texas Tech, to his credit, he did turn that school around, but it was just at the end of the day, it's Texas Tech.
It was a blip.
Yeah.
It was a blip.
So by the time he left Texas Tech and retired, at that point, it's like, well, his record was his overall coaching record is still pristine.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yes. He would have lost. Man, bro.
Neil Deals would have pissed him off so fucking bad.
Fucking kids.
But that's one of the biggest problems that he had. At the end of the day, he kind of didn't respect a lot of his students.
Yeah.
And even more so, he didn't respect these like there was reasons why. I remember there was people getting mad at the parents. Hey, get over, your kid's a pussy. This man put his grown ass hands on my child.
Oh, it's dead.
I don't care if my child is 6'11". You don't get to choke my son. You don't get to yank my son. You don't get to call him boy to embarrass him. Oh no, Bob Knight ducked ass whoopings from a lot of people. And this is probably the reason why I don't like Bob Knight, because I don't like coaches like him. I am all for hard coaching, but when you cross that line, fuck you, dog. You not respecting that person no more, man. Just straight up, man.
Ironically, our boy Brian Dennehy played him in a movie.
I never seen that movie though.
Oh yes. Brian Dennehy acted his ass off as Bob Knight. I was like, bravo, Mr. Dennehy. Bravo.
I didn't get to see it. I heard it was good. It was a pretty good made for TV movie. That's what I heard.
It's actually really good. I was like, man, if you got anybody, I did not see Brian Dennehy coming. I was like, did he?
But
cool.
Bob Knight. But for Bob Knight, he did capture that whole little thing when it came to college basketball and all the rest of that. And yeah, like I said, this motherfucker had temper tantrums and all the rest of that shit. Personally, that would have pissed me off more than anything if I was a college, Like, I can accept my fucking starting guard having a temper tantrum. Why? He's 19 years old. He just got a foul. And Gilbert Arenas said it. All basketball players are prima donnas. So I expect him to boot a basketball into the stands, Real talk, you are a grown ass man. If you don't sit your ass down, Bobby.
I find it ironic that Coach K is who everybody thinks Bob Knight is.
Yeah, Coach K,
the guy who Bob Knight actually coached as a player ended up becoming a fucking dope ass coach. Like the most you heard about it, the most you heard out of Coach K.
And much like Isaiah Thomas, Coach K ain't walked to that door either. You know, you like, fuck nah. Yeah, I know Bobby. Good for him. Fuck, like, I don't want to talk to him.
Like the most you heard out of from players about Coach K is, yeah, Coach K will cuss your ass out. That's about it. That's about it.
Coach K. And this is the reason why I hate you, Duke, but I love you. He had a fucking standard. When I was a little kid and I heard, when we were kids, nigga, in the late 80s, and we heard the standard that Duke had, fuck you. Duke never moved from that point.
They really didn't.
They never moved from that point. No matter who they got, they never moved from that point. No matter how much you thought they was going to change up, they never moved up. They were always, we are Duke basketball, god damn it, and this is who we are. That's what everybody, they treated Bob Knight like that. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. He's not Mike Krzyzewski, nigga. He's not.
Dude, like, Coach K, there's a reason why, like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Coach K had a way of coaching his players to where you see it ooze out of people like Boozer and fucking Battier, where I'm like, I fucking hate both of you guys. God damn it, y'all both fucking, but both of y'all playing good as hell. I can't hate it. Fuck it, man.
Jason Tatum and motherfucking and Kyrie both are the same way, where it's like that's that Duke energy of, oh no, I can put up all these shots like nothing type of Duke bullshit.
Coach K told me.
Because Coach K was on my ass, man. Cam, and that's why I'm kind of looking at Cam on the Lakers like, all right, show me what you got, man. This is big time basketball. You were playing big time basketball when you was down there in Duke, nigga. Now show me what you got. So like, yeah, I always enjoyed that standard. For whatever reason with Bob Knight, like I said, Bob Knight didn't have that, and he lost a lot of that. And like, he went to Texas Tech, yeah, but he kept doing the same shenanigans, and they was like, yeah, okay, Bobby. Well, oh God, we're firing you. We're not firing you, man. The contract's up, my nigga.
Tough luck, dog. Tough luck.
Tough nuts, nigga. That ain't that. If I could, man, I would. But you know, I got this dude telling me I got to pick up his kid at the airport, and I can't do that right now. So, I feel like, but
I mean, it's a lot. It's a loss for sports.
It is a loss for sports. Like to me, it's like Coach Calipari. When it's all said and done, Calipari, he's a motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're going to hear from a lot of people. People who play. We're going to hear him being a good coach, a good recruiter. Everybody else is going to say motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But he won championships. He does have a bit of a standard, even though it's not teaching his kids how to shoot free throws. But he has a motherfucking standard. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Rick Pitino. If you're working for Rick Pitino, even if we on a mid-sized school, y'all gonna be ranked by the. Look, we're gonna be ranked 2 seasons from now. So y'all better get on this fucking train, because Rick Pitino, I have a standard. So I will say that Bobby Knight, yeah, despite all that shit, had a fucking standard, and that's why they ran the Big Ten. That's what it is. It's shit like that, you know. So yeah, I totally agree with you, Chris.
Yeah,
he'd be missed. He'll legit be missed.
Yeah, he'd be missed. You know, like I said, for better or worse, it is what it is. It's like it's like Jose Canseco. If he dies, it's like, you say what you say about Jose. It's like he's a name. It's
gonna be funny when Jose goes, man. I want to know how many people are gonna actually fucking hate. How many New York niggas are gonna fucking hate on this nigga? Because this dog, yeah.
It's like fucking. Was it?
Go back.
Was it Pete? Was it a baseball dude? Pete. Fuck. The white dude. Pete. Fuck. I keep forgetting this guy's name. I'm about to say Pete Sampras. That's a soccer.
Soccer. That's
Pete Rose. Pete Rose.
Yeah. What about Pete Rose?
Yeah. Like Pete Rose. If Pete Rose goes, you know, people are going to be talking cash shit about what he did many, many years ago and stuff. And
he's not in the Hall of Fame. He is one of those people that have been ducking the Hall of Fame like a motherfucker, though, man.
Oh yeah.
Like they have been trying to get him to the Hall of Fame for years, but baseball is baseball. Like, nah, he not fucking.
You think the sports betting is going to be a thing that probably disqualified him? Probably.
Yeah, it did, and it still is. And I understand it, but at the same time, shut the fuck up. Get over it.
He's a good player. What are we
Like, get
doing?
over it, shit. Like, it's bad enough that y'all are refusing to put Barry Bonds and fucking what's the name in there. And Roger Clemens in there. That's fucked up. You're not gonna put them in there. Oh, it's fucked up because motherfucking Mark McGuire's little fucking steroid riddle ass made it into the fucking Hall of Fame. So did Sammy Sosa. So Barry with his thick neck can't get in there. But Barry been hitting fucking bombers before. No, I ain't gonna do this shit.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about this. So, okay, maybe we did, but it was just kind of like in passing. But apparently, it's a big deal now. So you remember we talked about the shakeup with the SEC schools and all the schools getting switched around, right?
Yeah.
I think it was either you or somebody else that posted in our Working Title Sports Show group about how like a lot of the other sports were feeling some way about that, particularly like women's softball, soccer. All the other sports that were like, yo, this is fucking bullshit now because now we actually got to fly to schools now instead of taking a bus. And it's like, this is bullshit because this is stressing the shit out of us now. Like, what the hell?
And for a lot of different schools, like you knew I knew for the fact that the pack when they split up everything, there was going to be certain schools that did certain sports that were going to be pissed off. And I said, were they going to maintain? No. It's a real thing that they all going to get split up into this bullshit. And it's just, I don't get it.
Softball, soccer, and all them. They're like, oh shit, I got to fucking fly to this now, and it's going to. I'm like, damn.
It's like when the basketball players are used to this shit, but even then, it's still like I only came here to play. I only came here to play in California, man.
I think it was one of the girls. Yeah, one of the. She got a scholarship to USC because she thought, hey, my parents can just drive from Arizona, see me at USC, cool. And now I got to travel to all these other places. This is some bullshit because they ain't gonna see me there now. And I'm like, damn,
man, that's like it's stupid, man. I really feel for any of the kids that got to go through this shit. Just not in the Pac-10. I mean, that's like not in the Pac-12, man. That's like any of these kids got to get switched up to a different conference. Was planning to see certain teams and all the rest of that shit. I feel like Arizona State and Arizona and them just got like, y'all quit?
Really? Why?
Washington State like, yo, what?
Oh my god, man. But
man, we said what? No West Coast bias, and y'all motherfuckers is like fuck the East Coast. No, we're gonna go join them. What? Y'all can't even stay in the Pac-10. I mean, y'all motherfuckers can't even stay on the West Coast. If y'all joined the WAC conference, that would have helped a little bit.
Oh yeah. Also, RIP Walter Davis, former Phoenix Sun player, NBA All-Star, died at 69.
Didn't know he passed away.
Yeah, died at 69, man. Crazy. So, I swear to God, man, Gilbert Arenas, man.
What do you do?
The jokes that he be saying about just like it's like Will didn't play anybody. He played a bunch of crackheads. I was like, I fucking hate you. I hate you.
No, it's true. Like
he ain't lying, but it's like you don't think about it because we put Wilt Chamberlain greatest, but you don't think back to like what were the other ball players doing? Because I joke about how like the ball players that get knee injury, they just go to CVS, throw an ace bandage on, and keep playing and shit, right? But we don't think when Gilbert's hit crackheads, I was like, he might have
all through the 80s, John. He was like, "What you talking about? The Knicks were famous for throwing games." I'm like, "Yes,
yep.
Let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it, man."
It's like crack.
Jordan ran the coke out of the NBA. Jordan was that dynamic of a player where he had these niggas huffing and puffing like, y'all ain't got to get that nose candy tonight, nigga. You working for this shit.
Apparently Magic and fucking Kareem wasn't doing this.
Somebody had to, and it had to be Jordan. Jordan ran the coke out the NBA, bro. That's hard. That is hard.
When he said that shit, I was like,
how hard it is. Like, I'm with Gilbert. You know how hard it is to beat crackheads? Like, nigga, He beat the shit. He beat the crack out of the NBA, yeah.
Oh my
Jordan didn't
god.
care about nobody, yeah. He's like, nah, man,
I gotta be wrong. Sacrifices gotta be made. Get these crackheads the fuck up out of here.
Man, Ray, who was it? Michael Ray John, who was it? One of them niggas on the motherfucking Knicks got motherfucking Bernard King out there by himself, and all the rest of y'all niggas like, man, we gotta get to the club, lady. Yeah, y'all had like I Wolf Gilbert, you had all these deep ass fucking draft picks because y'all was still drafting niggas in like 9 rounds. Like, come on, how good are any of you?
Oh man, I forgot it was because we talk about white players in the NBA and stuff. I think it was one of the guys they were talking about. Like, I forgot who the player was. If I find it, I'll say it on the next show. But they was like, yeah, he was built like a fucking country boy. Just like, yeah, you ain't gonna be doing no dunking here. And I think it was Kenya Martin. He said his rookie year he dunked, and the guy was like, this white boy looked at me like, you ain't gonna be doing that shit here tonight.
What's the name for the Bulls? Forgot who it was. Big white boy, big ass white dude. He's right. Yeah.
People forget. People forget. Like the NBA has some dudes that were built like a fucking built dudes and shit. That they might not be raking in like 20 points a game, but they were there for a reason. Like,
yeah, I know all those white boys either went ahead and became tight ends in football, or they went into MMA and instantly got knocked out. I know, but back in the day, they played ball. They played it for real.
Like, you ain't gonna be doing this dunking tonight.
Man, what was it? But yeah, man. But I mean, you niggas is actually good, man. Like, don't start that. Like, don't say that like y'all had a tougher time in the 80s. No, y'all didn't. Like, shut up. Like that's my problem. My problem is just that right there. Give me the shooting guards of the 2000s. Who the best shooting guards of the 2000s? Y'all gonna be like, well, T-Mac, Kobe, D Wade. Let's stop right there. Is there anybody in the 80s that can see any of those shooting guards? Who can see T-Mac? And if one of y'all niggas, and there's always one person, well, you just mentioned Bernard King. Shut the fuck up.
Look, I mean, we talked about this like it might have been last year or the year before, right? When I think somebody was like, man, Durant wouldn't survive in the 90s. I'm like, Durant would work over so many people in the fucking 90s. It would have been ridiculous.
That's what I heard. The most ridiculous thing in the world. Motherfucker told this motherfucker full chest said these motherfucker centers is soft. Larry, cool. I'm with you on that. DeAndre Ayton ain't motherfucking Tom Chambers.
Let's stop. Let's stop. Slow
it down.
Tom Chambers had to go against y'all letting these clips of Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, who else in the 80s? Any of those Rockets teams in the 80s, you letting these teams that were good, the elite, make you think the whole NBA was there. Tell me what the Nuggets were doing in the 80s.
Not a goddamn thing. I mean, I have the basketball cards to prove it.
Tell me what the Pacers were doing in the 80s.
Nothing.
Tell me what Cleveland was doing in the 80s. Tell me what what the Bullets were doing. Bullets was wasting a lot of time on vets.
They weren't doing shit until we got the fucking until we got Chris Webber.
What the fuck were any of these teams doing, huh? I don't want to hear this shit, man. Like, it was the 76ers, the Bulls, the Lakers, the Celtics. It's the same 4 teams, nigga. I don't want to hear it. I act like y'all breaking the mold telling me like these niggas is bad in the 80s. No, they weren't, y'all. The best NBA talent really came from the 70s, 90s, and the 2000s era. Stop it.
Yeah,
And even the niggas in the 70s is getting sparse because we're looking at them now like, yo, you had a good jumper for 1977. And that's the other thing too. And like, well, the 90s was tough and all that. The 90s was tough because that was all because Jordan forcing the coke out of the motherfucking NBA brought in a whole new
I don't know,
breed of
D.
ballers, young.
D, if
So
we
let's
travel, I don't know, D. If I had a time machine, I travel back to the 70s, I might run the coke out of these motherfuckers on the
you ain't lying. Like, yo, man, come on, man.
Like, who the fuck is this kid? It's like, I don't know.
That's why, and I think people really don't like that. Like, I know a lot of people think like, yeah, Gilbert just running his mouth. Here's the thing: you got to realize. This thing you have to realize when the first batch of millennials touch the NBA, you know what all of them are doing? Y'all niggas slow as shit. All of them.
Like Gilbert to his credit, despite him being Trolly McTrollestein and shit sometimes, like he has some points. It's like, because when he brought up the thing of why are we rewarding losing? Have a tournament for the last placers and really fucking put it to him who gets freaking first pick. And I was like, that is the smartest decision ever. That makes fucking sense. You ain't shit, but you're right. You're right. It had to go somewhere.
All that coke, yeah. Like, wait, you like I love how people like if the NFL had a problem with cocaine, the NBA had one.
Oh yeah, especially Michael Irvin being the fucking face of coke usage in the NFL.
Like, yo, they had a real bad problem about that shit.
The Cowboys being Party City.
Nope. The biggest one. Raiders. Fucking Bill Parcells. LT, come here. Yeah, what's up? What's that right there? That's an 8-ball. That's an 8-ball. You don't touch this until after the game. Oh, come on, coach.
Can you imagine? Look, me and D love Bill Parcells. I know he got to have been fed up with that shit. Like, God damn.
He had to be.
God
look,
damn
really,
it.
what it is. And Gilbert mentioned it. Gilbert mentioned with the New York teams, the New York Nets, and the New
Jersey Nets,
New Jersey Nets, and the New York Knicks both had a fucking problem with coke. So I know for a fact. Shit, we know this. The Redskins had a coke problem.
Yep.
The Redskins had a coke problem in the late 80s and early 90s. Rayful Edmonds had his hands around their throat.
Maryland Terps had one too.
Maryland Terps
shout out to Len Bias.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, look, I ain't no joke, yeah. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh man,
Len Bias OD'd and put everybody on notice. Like, oh shit.
Like in the 80s, Anthony Hardaway would have been what we thought Kobe was. yo, let's not do that. If we just look, that's what I'm saying. If you just wait a half a decade, by the time 1995, you start seeing all this new breed of baller show up. So, like, I don't want to hear that.
But like, it goes back to like the whole thing with LeBron, right? People are like, "Oh, LeBron's 40 years old and he's still playing," but it's like
he was last in the 80s.
But my thing is this: it's like sports medicine has gotten so good for current NBA players. It's the gift and the curse because Gilbert brought up a good point in the fact of why are players getting injured now? It's because they're resting too much.
Yeah,
like you're not prepping your body. You're resting too much that you're not getting your body acclimated to that. So it's the gift and the curse of it. It's like, okay, players are recovering well. That's great, but it's also the workout regimen and all that stuff that you have to keep going to balance it out. And
and people ain't doing that. The one thing I agreed and then I disagreed with because I had to come back to reality with the whole situation. Is what Gilbert, not what Gilbert said. What he was talking about, motherfucker, not Jerry West, but even Jerry West. When I'm hearing from Jerry West, what I heard from Rick Barry about how the players now are softer, and if they had it, they'll be this and all the rest of that, and all the rest. And I get it, but I'm with Gilbert. Hey, Rick, name me 4 of the white boys that could do what you did back then. Shut the fuck up. You were the anomaly.
White people.
You were the anomaly. White boys weren't doing the shit you did. Granted, it wasn't that much compared to what they're doing in the NBA now, but white boys weren't doing what you were doing.
There's a reason why when it
Like,
comes
get
to
out of here, bro.
I think about us as black
They didn't
boys,
have
like,
the medicine that they have all the good medicine, and we had this. Nigga, you had top of the line. Like, look, I understand. Y'all wore the same shoes every fucking game. Fucking pass me on that, dog. If y'all don't skip past me on that, man, shut
there's
up.
a reason
Y'all
why
ain't better than the niggas today, man. Stop
there's a
it.
reason why when it comes to white players and especially NBA, it's like was it Christian Latner,
Christian Laettner, man.
Leitner. There's only so few white people. Jason Williams like early 2000s, so that kind of he don't.
But
Really
no, still. No, we still got these white boys. Even today, we're talking about Luka and motherfucking Joker. We still got these white boys who are an anomaly. JJ Redick. Don't like he balled very well.
Oh, he was really good.
Like, yo, man,
he's a Duke product, so it made sense.
Nigga, I would keep it to somebody and like let's tick lower than that. How many white boys can do the shit Tyler Hero can do? How many white boys can you have? Like, I'll bring down the meter down a little bit for you. I know it's the standard white boy today, but the shit damn Marley was doing was like, I'm sorry, white boy. That where's this coming from? You're American too? Oh my God. Like, that's what I'm talking. Like, you were the anomaly, nigga. Don't start that shit. Like,
I mean, look,
you like you was at a disadvantage. No, you weren't, Rick. You was a white dude that knew how to play basketball very well at a time when a lot of them didn't know how to play like that.
John Stockton, greatest point guard all time, holds the record, all that stuff. That motherfucker had black dudes shook like, shit, it's John.
Oh yeah, John, because John was serious. Here's the thing: how many small white boys his size
were doing what he was doing?
Doing what he's doing, and you're going to get multiple ones. Well, I remember Mark Price. Shut the fuck up.
Nobody cares about Mark Price.
Well, I remember when. Shut up. Don't. What other white boys, his size, his build, was doing the shit he was doing? You can't bring up that. That's the reason why I hate that thing. If we had sports medicine, shut up. Stop. You were already at an advantage that everybody else didn't have, all right?
Yep.
Some of y'all were at an advantage more than anybody else just because what school you came out of.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear that thing like you didn't have no advantages that the players do today. You had your own advantages, what you had in your time frame, all right?
Yeah.
Shit. And while I'm here, this is the last thing I have to say because talking to our boy Mo from Earth 2, he said it well. I agree with him. Hey, Babe Ruth isn't the best one. This is the best, greatest of all time. Let's stop calling him a GOAT. And I'm going to say this loud and proud. There's a picture. If y'all don't know who this nigga is, look him up today. His name is Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige had one of the most nastiest arsenals of pitching of all time. This nigga had this, like, I can't even tell you the zip. He had name it called the Zip Zop, the Fly, the Stinger, and all the rest of that. In the B-ball. You know why you call it a B-ball, Chris? Because it bees where I want it to be. I'm not dead serious. That's what he called it. That B-ball. He'll throw the sign like, oh shit, he about to throw a B-ball. I'm thinking to myself, if he throws the sign to the catcher, where the catcher knows where to stand at then? Like, is it just one of those things like a motherfucking Looney Tunes cartoon where he just like yank his arm out or something? Like, yo. But that being said, did Babe Ruth face that nigga? No. So I don't want to hear about how this dude is a GOAT and all the rest of that shit, all right?
But he has 10 movies about him, so I guess he is good, I guess.
He has 10 movies about him.
I guess.
Jackie Robinson is the most important player in baseball. So I don't want to hear nothing about anything. There would be no baseball wouldn't be a quarter of what it is if you didn't let the brown people start playing it.
John Goodman played Babe Ruth, sir. Show something.
Like, I don't want to hear this shit. You know? Like, yo, did he like, oh man, he's the greatest of all time. I'm sorry, Hank Aaron. I'm sorry, Willie Mays. I'm sorry, Barry Bonds. I'm sorry, Shohei Ohtani. I'm sorry, Ichiro Suzuki. I'm sorry. Like, I can keep going to people who are way better than him, man. Ken Griffey. I can keep going to people that were way better than him, man. Sammy Sosa. I can keep going to people who are way better than him.
Mahomes' daddy.
Nah, Patrick Mahomes. No, Patrick Mahomes was a pitcher. That nigga, no, that's a pitcher back in the days of pitching. I ain't about to hit no damn ball. What you got me, man? Shit. Look, Patrick Mahomes Sr. looked like he says the word shit.
Yeah. Ain't doing this. Lost your goddamn mind.
Him and Dwight Goodwin was D, don't say it. I'm gonna say him and Dwight Goodwin was doing coke in the back of the car one day.
Talk about what their future sons might do.
I don't think Dwight Goodwin. I think Dwight Goodwin's son does play baseball. I don't know. They played on. I think did they play? That's actually a good thing. Did they play on the Mets together? I think they did. I don't know. Whatever. But
maybe.
But yo, I'm just saying I don't want to hear this shit about Babe Ruth being the greatest hitter of all time, man. And you know who's a better hitter than him? I'm bringing up Altuve right now. We're seeing one of the best hitters of all time, yeah. The way he was crushing it, the way he's been crushing it for Houston the last 3 years, despite the cheating with their trash cans, he's still a better hitter than Babe Ruth. I don't want to hear that.
Yep.
Like, yo, fuck out my face, man. Manny Ramirez was a and Manny was spotty as hell, young. I don't want to hear nothing for you. Alex Rodriguez is better than I stand by A-Rod. He's better than him.
A-Rod.
Albert Pujols is better than him, man.
Oh man.
Good Lord, bringing up this old fat fucking this old fat having sex with Chinese prostitutes having ass. Nigga, I'm tired of him, man. I'm tired of Babe Ruth like he's this greatest dynamic player of all time. When you got Shohei Ohtani walking out here like freaking Jesus, and we got one of you old white guys with a cigar. It reminds me of Babe Ruth. You weren't alive. Stop it. Everybody that's seen Babe Ruth play baseball is dead. And I ain't trying to be funny with that. Like, yo, stop it, man.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it. Anyways, that's it for working titles this week. It's been fun. I think this week is gonna be great. Like I said, this Friday is when the in-season tournament starts. So this is gonna be kind of interesting to see how everything goes. Like I said, Chris, to be honest, I think for me and D, it's definitely, I think I agree with D on this one. Like Christmas is where you kind of get an understanding of where teams are at to a degree of where they sit at, you know, because I think last time we talked about Washington, it's like, yeah, they're a playing team, and sure as shit, they were a playing team. So, hey, you know, we knew what they are, what we said they are. So
exactly what they are, man.
So we'll see what this weekend brings of sports and such. With that, we will catch you guys later. Peace.